Okay. Hey guys, give me a moment. Sorry for the hiccup. Give me a moment. Let me turn on the chat. Okay, give me a moment. I do apologize. I will be right back in a minute. Please do hang on. Thank you. Okay, hello. Hey, thank you very much for waiting. I do apologize for that. But we had some technical issue with the Zoom session earlier. So I think I just fixed it. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me today once again. I'm sure you guys already know who I am. My name is Chen Yongjin, and welcome to another Vantage live trading analysis session. So before we start, let me share my screen. Give me a moment. Okay, first, we have the disclaimer. Okay, I'll read it fast. Okay, anyway, disclaimer as usual. This webinar is purely educational and nothing in this webinar should be construed as investment or trading advice. So please do your own due diligence before you are trading. Before you start trading. Okay, let me turn on the light. I have quite a few things to set up. I do apologize. Just now we really had some technical issue. Okay, I turned on the lights already. Everything is clear. Okay. Okay, introducing our analysts. First, we have Desmond, and he is our chief trader for the company. Next, we have Jianing. She's our investment analyst. Next, we have Jindao Tai, who is our prop trader and fundamental analyst. So today, actually, me and him are supposed to present, but I will be taking the entire session today because he had gotten COVID. So he's currently at home resting. So I'll be taking over him for the entire session. Next, it's me. I am the investment analyst for the company, and our company is the finalist for the best Forex research for 2019, 2020, and 2021. We are also the finalists for the best equity research for 2020 and 2021. Okay, let's move on to the charts. Okay, if you guys got any currencies that you would like me to take a look at, do let me know in the chat. Just send your chart over too. I don't think we had anybody who had ever sent their personal chart to the chat before. Well, you can do that. Let me change it to my MT4 currencies. Well, you can send your charts over by screenshotting and copy link to the chart image, or you can press alternate S on the keyboard. So let's say you copy link to the chart image and you send it here. I'm able to see your charts. So if you have any kind of analysis for any currency pairs, do send it over in the chat. Okay, before we start, I remember today there is the US CPI that will be releasing later on today. So we had the FOMC meeting minutes earlier. So we just have a quick summary on that. So they actually had a, let me find it. Just now I saw it. Okay. Okay, we just have this quick one. I just read out the few points, a quick one. Monetary tightening in other countries may have an impact on the US economy through spillovers as officials remain committed to raise interest. Oh my God, I keep pressing it. Officials remain committed to raise interest rates. I think the interest rates part is the more important thing. So we can actually expect DXY to be more bullish. And also today, your USD JPY, if you are touching that pair, please avoid it for now because it's the first time it has risen to that level since 1988. It's been a long time ago and price is continue climbing. It's climbing towards the 147 key level for USD JPY. So it's possible there might be some kind of the Bank of Japan intervention once more, but they are watching it closely with no comments. Earlier, I was watching the live news, so I know about it. Okay, tonight we have the US CPI release and unemployment claims. So we can probably not confirm, probably expect the market to continue consolidating until 8:30 p.m. Singapore time or 8:30 a.m. United States time. So expect more volatility in the market around 8:30 later on. Personally, I'll stop trading around 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m., 1 hour before the news release begins. Well, let me show you guys a trade that I am currently running on Euro USD. Okay, let me clear this entire chart. I'm not using Wyckoff today, so I guess things should be simpler. Should be. So I am currently, this is a live trade that I took less than an hour ago. So let me mark it out. Let me show you guys. We are on the daily charts, and as usual, I do not use any indicators. I like to view a naked chart, so I know exactly what's going on instead of relying on calculations to determine my trade. So first, we have the daily high. For this time, I'm not marking out the teach us more on SMC. Yes. I actually used SMC for this entry. I'm sure you would like it. Okay, so we have the daily high. Let me change it first, quick. So instead of BSLQ, I name it daily high. DH, daily high, and daily low. This is smart money concepts, which I actually use for the entry. Daily low. Bottom right. So I only marked this out today since I want to do an intraday fast scalp kind of trade. So I might be right, I might be wrong, but this is a trade I'm currently running. So I moved on to the 4 hours to see what's going on. So we can clearly see there's some kind of range. So how can we find whether we are in a premium, smart money concepts, premium or discounted zone? A nice way I like to use is the gun box. So we can draw from the top of the range to the bottom of the range. You can see clearly we are currently below the 50% equilibrium where we are in the discounted zone. We are in the discounted zone and this is the premium zone, which is above 50%. So so you can actually trade a range if you know what you are doing. You can use smart money concepts for that. So now we have established, okay, nice, my trade is going up. This is a live trade I'm currently running, it's going up. Okay, how did I enter this trade? So I actually found out for the entire day. Wouldn't Fibonacci give us the same? Yes, let me show you. I also have a Fibonacci for that because my Fibonacci, I use it for other things. You see my Fibonacci, I already set it out. I already have the 50% area thing. It's the same. Look, it's the same thing. Just that I'm using the gun box temporarily. It looks nicer. You can have a box. Actually use both. You can actually use the same thing. But for the 50% area, I actually use the gun box. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, let me show you how. So right now, in the morning earlier, I established that we were in the discounted zone. So moving on to the hourly. Wow, nice, my trade. Oh shit, nice. It's going up. Okay. Okay, we must not get emotions in the way. So I marked out the Asian range. So Asian range starts at, let me change the timing to local. Okay. It's New York. So it's 7 p.m. New York time to 12 o'clock, to 1 o'clock, to the close of 1 o'clock. So I'll set it to green. Oh, nice. The trade is flying. Okay, let me show you. So we have established that this is the Asian range. Okay, my take profit is hitting. I'll show you guys where is my take profit. It's right here on a 15-minute chart before we continue. Okay, my take profit is right there. Okay, so since we have established this is the Asian range, what I like to do usually is I wait for price to either break out of the Asian high or the Asia low before I consider any type of trade. So this area, I take it as it cleared the Asian low earlier. I was already watching this area tightly. I was watching it very tightly the moment it cleared the Asian low. I was waiting for smart money concepts, change in market structure. I'm sure on Instagram you guys have seen before, they label this area out as CHOCH, chalk. They like to call it chalk. So chalk is change of character, smart money concepts. For me, I like to label it out nicely. You can name it as BMS. It also works. BMS, break of market structure. So there's also a longer term you can draw. Many ways you can do it. Simple X also can, or change in bullish market structure. You can type it out longer if you want, but I personally like to use BMS, break in market structure. There are many ways you can call it. So let us see if my take profit will be hit by the end of this session. Okay, moving on. So on the 15 minutes, let us take a closer look. What happened? Okay, until 2 p.m. is the Asian session. So Asian high and Asian low. So I took it as the Asian session was cleared over here. I just wrote it out. I put sell side liquidity cleared plus Asian low cleared. So it's actually good to actually trade the Asian breakout. The Asian breakout, not as in Asian breakout, you immediately try to sell downwards. No, I normally look for a reversal when the Asian breakout happens. So now we are above the Asian high already. So how did I enter? We have, let me get the arrow out. I'm not sure why the shortcuts isn't here. So I had this area on the 15 minutes. BMS, top, break of market structure. BMS. Okay, break of market structure, top. This happened at 3:45 p.m. earlier on. So I moved on to the 5 minutes. I used 15 minutes for the market structure. There is no Wyckoff involved here at all. So 5 minutes. Same thing. There is this nice little, wow, it's flying. Let me get the rectangle. There's this nice little market imbalance. Remember, I always like to emphasize a lot on market imbalance. So this area, I'll take it as the extended box green. So you take a look. Price broke above, closed above. Let me get, oh my God, I don't know. Okay. Price closed above. And then my entry was right here. I entered right here with my stop loss at the very bottom. I know I could have minimized my stop loss by maybe setting below here, but the issue is I took this area as a possible area that price could have come back down because of that market imbalance right there. So to play it safe, I set it right here, all the way down. Okay, now we have established that I entered through this market imbalance. Wrong position, stop loss here. And I'm actually aiming upwards there towards the M15 market imbalance. The M15? Yes, it's the M15 market imbalance right here. Let me make it cleaner. Okay. Okay, it's cleaner. I'm actually aiming right here at this nice little market imbalance. So we have also established that we are closing in. Right now, we are closing in on the daily high, which is located right here. And the daily low is located here. Okay, I should set my trade to break even. Give me a moment. I apologize for that. Okay, done. Okay, let's move on. So if the trade hits break even, it's fine. Since I'm doing a webinar, I have to control my trade. I do apologize for that. So let us establish this. We can write it out clearer. This is the Asian high. Asian high. I was supposed to take partials here. Asian high, 50% partial. Why? Just in case, I've actually backtested a few times before price actually went up like this, and it can reverse back down all the way down, and I will have taken no profits. So I've taken partial right here, just only. This is a live trading session. So actually, I took partial 50%, just took only. Okay, so I'm looking for price to actually clear the daily high and the buy side liquidity, which is over here at the market imbalance. That will be my full take profit for the day. But then I might have another entry, but there is the US CPI coming. Let me try to draw it out. Maybe we can use smart money concepts to have some kind of idea. So let's say price cleared the daily high, comes back down, goes back up, clears the market imbalance, comes down. This is an ideal smart money entry. Let me change it to bullish dash line. So this might be an ideal trade. So I would like to see price clear this area. And I search for a market imbalance on top for the entry. That's my box. So this is actually similar to how I entered right here at the bottom. Right here. Very, very similar to how I entered. I wait for price to break this market structure area, and then I entered on the very next market imbalance area. So yeah, this is a live trade that I'm actually running right now. So I have a risk to reward of 1 to 2.42. But remember, Inner Circle Trader is the godfather of smart money concepts. So if I actually implemented his way of doing things, he would have called this a bullish order block, where I could have actually refined my entry much better. Let me draw it out. So he would have called this area a order block, a bullish order block. This specific area. So price theoretically should respect this low. But since there is the market imbalance and I have not fully read up on the ICT way of trading, to play it safe, I set my stop loss below. So let's say I followed his order block theory. I set my stop loss below. Since it's a respected area, I could have a 6.11 risk to reward. Wow, it's hitting my take profit area nicely. Wow, it's actually going up. Let's go. This is the excitement of trading. You know, even me as a webinar presenter, I do feel excited too when price is about to hit the take profits. So let us see on my personal chart how I drew it out. We are actually using the webinar chart. So I'll move on to my personal chart. Let's take a look. I already drew it just now. Oh my God, who touched my chart? Who touched my chart? I think somebody touched onto my chart. Apologize. My God. Oh. Okay, as you guys can see, this is a live chart which I drew earlier on. I was expecting price to possibly clear this area. Okay, that's so messy. I think somebody was using my chart. I do apologize. Okay, somebody was using the chart. Okay, so this was my personal chart which I drew out earlier. There is a possible re-entry that I'm looking at. You can enter one more time. So just now I actually drew out this area. I drew out this specific break of market structure area. So I was looking for price to possibly, if you actually miss this trade, it's just a possible one. This is not a signal. Price to possibly come back down to test this market imbalance area. So we could potentially have a re-entry right here with our stop loss below this area. It's a potential trade that we might see. I will not be entering 2.23 risk to reward. So early on, I already drew the order block. We mark this out area as an order block. Sell side liquidity plus Asian low cleared. I marked out my Asia range and I had the Asia range partial high. So we have the daily high, looking to clear that by maybe 6 p.m. I'm just hoping. Else, if price comes back down to break even, I'm fine. As I always mentioned before, I like to take partials so I can take my psychology off the market. So yeah, a live trade that I entered. Pretty neat. Have you entered any trade today? Do let me know, or earlier this week, do share your trades so we can go through them and maybe I can try to implement smart money concepts to the trades that you have taken. Do let me know what other currency pairs you want me to take a look at. I can give some kind of idea. Today, I only have time to look at euro dollar. Do let me know. Okay, we have the Asia. Okay, this is a textbook smart money concept type of trade. Okay, do screenshot this if you are interested. Do screenshot this. Do screenshot this down. I'll mark this out area as the M15 fair value gap. So I'm looking for price to clear the daily high, but I expect quite an adverse reaction when it actually touches here later on. Possibly price go up, touch and go down. So yeah, let us see. Are there any other currencies that you would like me to take a look at? Oh, nice. It's hitting take profits. I took long on WTI at 86.76. Let me take a look. WTI. Let me add it in. $86.76. Do you mind sending in your charts to the chat so we can take a look? There's no right or wrong. It's fine. Trading is subjective at the end of the day. 86.76. 0.7. Do you enter the trade here? Did you enter the trade here? Do let me know. And where is your stop loss? Do let me know on that. So let's do it. We can, as the usual, mark out the daily. Yeah, I do it on my personal account. It's much neater. Oh, damn. Euro USD is hitting my take profits. It's nearly tapping in. It has cleared the daily high already. Okay, let me take a look at your WTI trade. Okay, wrong 86.76. I'll mark out your areas first before we continue. Okay, so you entered at 86.76. What is the time that you entered so we can have a better analysis session? What was the timing that you entered at 86.76? Entry. So we have your stop loss at 84.92. 84. $84.92. Your stop loss is actually below. Okay, I see. Your stop loss is here. 6:52 your time. Hey, thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. Stop loss. Let's analyze this together. Do you use smart money concepts for this trade? I'm interested to know. Okay, 6:52, 4:52 my time. Let me get a very exact timing on that. .76. Okay. With your stop loss at the bottom here. Not exactly, just channel. Okay, somewhere there. Just channel and stochastic. Okay, we take profit at 92.12. Let me take a look. 92.12. Okay, so you have to take profit at the very top right here. Let me take a look. What was your reason of entry? Was it on the hourly chart? Was it on the hourly chart? Loss. Okay. Okay, so you were expecting, correct me if I'm on a daily, okay. Okay, I see. So you entered solely on a daily, or do you have a smaller time frame analysis? Some kind of top-down 5 minutes, you know, that kind of entry? You have that. Well, actually, if I'm using smart money concepts right now on the daily, I'm actually looking at 2 areas of imbalance. Looking at 2 areas right here. Get the fib out. 2 areas right here. So I'm looking at this area of imbalance and another area right here. There are 2 imbalance areas where price could possibly go to. Price will continue going down. Touch wood. I'm not hoping for that to happen. Just to let you know, I'm just saying price, what it might happen. Price might come down and touch the market imbalance right here, or price could possibly go back up and touch. But based on experience and backtesting, normally when price touches, especially on the daily market imbalance or fair value gap area, price normally tends to reverse back down So you can see here, an example right here, price went up, tapped in, and it reversed down. We can find more areas of, you take a look here. Price reacted adversely when it touches a market imbalance area. So we can find one more again, maybe here, you see? Price steps into the area and shot up. So these are the kind of areas where you have to look out for, normally on the daily. So I look out on the 4 hours. 4 hours to adding confluence to the daily market imbalance right here. We have the 4 hours fair value gap. And adding confluence to the bottom market imbalance, we have also the 4 hours fair value gap. So price can actually go to either direction. And we also have a nice 4 hours one here too. So possible that price can go up to the nearest market imbalance. So we can mark this out too. 4 hours market imbalance. Moving on to the hourly, okay, 4 hours area, price should theoretically touch that area. So we mark out as usual the Asian session. Okay, normally I have my shortcut. Oh, my shortcuts is here. Okay, found it. Didn't see it. Okay, 19 o'clock, New York to 2 o'clock. 19 to 2 p.m. Okay. You can see this is the Asian range for oil this morning. Make it cleaner. Okay. So we have the, did I mark out the daily yet? Not yet. Okay, the previous daily high and low. So daily high. Previous daily low, PDL. And previous daily high, PDH, previous daily high. Okay, I'm just using pure smart money concepts. So let's take a look. Okay, in confluence with the daily fair value gap, price is over there. Okay. Take a look. Your entry right there. Let's see what we could have possibly improved on the entry. What could we have improved on? So let's take a look. Maybe we could have an entry earlier at 2 p.m. my timing around here, since price cleared the Asian session low. You notice, right? Price cleared the Asian session low, it shot up very nicely. It could also clear the top and reverse back down. The Asian session, I treat that as a range. Okay, let's move on to the 5 minutes. Possibly we could have a nice entry. Okay, price cleared the sell side liquidity area. Sell side liquidity plus Asian row. So it cleared those area. And price came back up. Okay, this could have been an entry earlier on. Price cleared this area. You can create a change in market. Okay, you can call it chalk. If pure SMC, chalk. I like to call it chalk. So you could have possibly on the 1 minute with the entry right here, chalk. Change of character, you could have an entry. There isn't any. There's no nice areas that I would have entered. Let me go to the 2 minutes. Maybe there is something. In 2 minutes, there's nothing. In 3 minutes. Okay. Seems weird. 4 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, there's no nice entry that I would have entered. I normally like to look for market imbalance areas to be filled. So it's possible. We never know. The price might come back down to fill up this area. to fill this area. We never know since it touched into the market imbalance and it just reflected back up. We never know. Well, just now earlier, if we wanted to enter, we could have possibly entered right here with stop loss all the way below. And we could have managed our trade now live. Could have. With our take profit to the next 4 hours market imbalance area. Who knows, right? It's possible. Okay, nice. Price seems to be going back up. But how I would have controlled my trade right here is, let's say, in a scenario, let's say price decides to do this, decides to tap up, but then taps into this area, this specific area. I will start watching this area in case price reflects and comes back down. So by then, my stop loss will have been here. I will have controlled my stop loss there. Because I wouldn't want to lose my entire stop loss. I would rather lose a bit. So when I'll be watching when price hits around this area. See, it hit a, what do you call it? A breaker block. It is a breaker block. So I'll be watching out for that area to see if price reverses back down to clear. That's how I would have managed my trade. Entry-wise, let me take a look. Did I mark out the daily high? Okay. I think for this trade, it's possible for price to continue going back up because earlier on, if I'm not wrong, let me log into Live Squawk. Let me log in first. Give me a moment. We see what was the news earlier today. Okay. Seems like earlier on I remember there was a news regarding oil. Okay, earlier today at 10:22 a.m. my timing, or 10:22 p.m. United States time, there was a news for US officials fear that Russia oil cap risk falling after OPEC plus cuts. So this actually sets in the market sentiments for the day to be possibly, not confirmed, possibly bearish market sentiments. So it was highlighted. US officials fear Russia oil cap risk falling after OPEC plus cuts. Okay, German CPI. Isn't much. Wouldn't be so. Okay, that's not related to oil. Let's move on. Okay, so it was possible that we had an entry there. But from what I know, a lot of scalpers for smart money concepts, they wouldn't hold a full trade. They would have set their stop loss here and they would have did a very short negative 0.71 risk to reward. They would have taken that too. I've seen some friends in real life, they actually do negative risk to reward trades and they are profitable. Especially when they use smart money concepts on Go with a negative risk to reward. It works for some people. Well, it doesn't work for me. So I would rather focus on a higher risk to reward ratio. Liquidity cleared. And what do we have here? The buy side liquidity plus Asian high. Okay, this seems like a nice area. So your entry was right. Okay, your entry was here. And it looks good actually. It's possible that price can come back up and clear the fair value gap on the 4 hours chart. I think you might have entered a bit too early though. Can you please so far nothing works for me. I got all trades wrong. Bro, it's fine, it's fine. At the start also, I got many trades wrong. It's okay. Every day is a learning process as long as you don't give up. All is fine. It's all a learning process. I don't look down on people who do trades. I also do trades. It's okay. As long as you learn from it. So now is it the first time you have heard about the Asian high and Asian low? How to trade the Asian high and Asian low? Is this the very first time? I normally don't touch Asia until 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. London time. So I think you entered a bit too, maybe a bit too early. I always like to use the retracement type of entry. How many percent do you risk on this trade? Is it 1% of your account? Chalk. Okay, actually looks so far nothing. 0.2. Okay, that is very good risk management. I applaud you for that. I always use 1%. So that's good. 0.2%. Your trade might be right. It's coming back up. Let's go. I do hope your trade goes into the right direction. Okay. Just remember, do mark out the Asian high, the Asian range. It's from 7 a.m. 7 p.m. This is New York time. Yeah, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. New York time. This is the Asian range that I like to mark out. This is pure smart money concepts. I'll take a look at my Euro USD. Oh shit, nice. Oh, sorry. I do apologize for the language. Well, I just hit my take profit for euro dollar. It's a pretty nice trade for that. Okay. Any other pairs that you would like me to take a look at? We can learn together too. Other than WTI. Do manage your trade at this area. In case price reverses down, price could potentially continue going downwards. XAU USD. Sure. Oh my. Okay, lucky I did not take this trade, luckily. I was thinking just now whether should I do a sell limit. Lucky I cancel it off. Okay, let me remove everything. Let us go to the daily. Okay, are you longing or shorting gold? Because I just noticed a fair value gap on the daily. We are just looking at the daily right now. Oh, you're longing gold. Nice. Do watch out for this area. This area is at 1684. 1684. This is an area that you could be looking at. Okay, nice. But an issue that I might have is we have the sell side liquidity at this area. Why do we have it? Equal lows. So there's actually a possibility that price can also come back down to clear or price can go up. I'm actually looking more towards price clearing the top area since we are already near on the daily high. Can I know what's your entry? Where was your entry? Where was your stop loss? And take profit previous daily high. Previous daily low. Okay, I'll move on to the 4 hours. $1669.48. Okay, you have a very nice entry. What timing did you enter? What time was your trade entry? Yeah, I'll mark out the Asian range again. here. 1 o'clock candle close. Okay. This was the Asian range earlier on. SL 1659.55. Yesterday at 5:06 my time, which will be New York 5 a.m. Okay. 1669.48. Okay, so your entry was somewhere here. So your entry was here. Okay, that's a nice clean entry. Let me look what could have been done better. We are always improving on trades, right? 5. Okay, 15 minutes. We get a clearer picture. Okay, I might have an issue with the trade that you entered earlier on, because just now you entered at 5:06 area. Maybe what you could have improved on is possibly this area. Take a look, it's equal lows. You know, smart money concept, they always teach you about equal lows where there are liquidity lying there. Because you see, price actually came down to clear the liquidity. So maybe we could have waited for price to clear that first before we consider an entry for a better confirmation. So sell side liquidity was cleared. Price cleared this equal low, cleared this, and cleared everything, cleared all out. Before price shot back up. So maybe we can see a bullish market change in structure is when price closed above this area. Go for a nice body close. So we are looking for price can possibly come up, come back down into the market imbalance right here. Let me add a box in. So we could have an entry here. Okay, actually it's the same entry. It was in the same area. Stop loss below. Let's see where you would have been in now. You would have been in profits of 1.62. 1.62, roughly there if you are actually holding it on until now. Not bad. The entry could have been better improved due to that, but all's well, you are in profits. It's time to manage the trade to whether you want to come out or take partials. Well, since he has already cleared the high and the lows, where could we have entered? Price actually cleared the liquidity. Sell side liquidity, where is it? Where is it? Sell side liquidity, the equal lows here, and all them wicks here. So much liquidity that was cleared. Price cleared it out. So where could we have possibly entered today? Okay, so when price cleared this area, price actually retraced down, cleared, but price retraced down. Where could we have an entry there using pure smart money concepts? Okay, where could we have entered? 2 minutes, just take a look, a quick look. I saw one on the 1 minute, but the 1 minute, there is a market imbalance right here where you could have entered earlier on. So I would have actually, as usual, I always enter on the first market imbalance with my stop loss at the bottom. And right now, if I was in that trade, I would have been up around maybe 1 to 4 risk to reward. But ideally, I noticed there is liquidity here. So we call this the buy side liquidity due to this area. So ideally I would have partial here. You see, price is reacting right now, it's resting on the line. So right now, if I was in this trade, I would have partial already. Well, my stop loss, my take profit would be at the very next for is it the daily? Yeah, it was the daily. Yeah, to the next daily fair value gap. So yeah, do manage your trade now and watch out for the daily fair value gap. And I do apologize, I have to end the session now because there is another webinar coming up in the next hour. They need to prepare. So I do apologize for that. I'll be ending the session right now. I do hope you, Zoran, thank you very much for joining. You'll join me on the next session. I will elaborate more and I'll teach you more on smart money concepts. And I do hope I can help to improve your trading also, where we can be profitable together. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. Goodbye.